Hey guys, it is May 23rd and it is Thursday. It is also the full moon today, guys. Today is all about releasing and preparing for the new moon where you acquire new things. But today is all about releasing, letting go. And it's in Sagittarius. So what are we releasing? We are releasing things that belief systems, old belief systems that we once thought was true, acquiring new ones, letting go of old attachments we have to maybe a place or of idealism that we had, searching for new knowledge and acquiring new skills in what we believe in and what we want to put ourselves into spiritually. Also, this is a very, Sagittarius is to me the high professor. So understanding intellectually what you want to do and what you believe in, kind of releasing the old things that you once knew and getting to a point where you like a higher form or learning a higher statue of some type of craft or educational thing. Also, Sagittarius has to do with movement, okay? Releasing where you once were and going to a new place where you really belong and where you probably fit better, so we might be traveling a lot or stop traveling or stop movement in some place that we used to go to. We're probably going to go forward into a new direction of where we want to flourish and go. It's also a very jovial day. It's a jovial time, okay? Regardless of the releasing, you kind of have the feeling of the glass half full. Have the feeling of things are going to be okay. Have the feeling of we are going to release and get. So it's even in the abundance. So I love Sagittarius so much. Even in the abundance, and in the even in the releasing of a full moon time. Since Sagittarius is such an abundant sign, we still are in the presence of getting, right? Of getting the things that we want, but we have to release. And that's so crazy because it's like a give to get to release thing today, because in cardology today is the 9 of clubs and the undertone of that is a 9 of spades, and those are all release cards. 9s are everything to do with letting go, right? But the 9 of clubs is kind of like letting go to get. So it's kind of like I graduated. It's a very intellectual card. It's very like I graduated to the new heights of my intellect. I graduated to my new mentality. I'm inspiring. I'm mentally inspired. I'm passionate about a lot of things. So that's what that equates to, especially for the 9 of clubs. Attaining knowledge and wisdom through intellectual pursuits. You know what I'm saying? So releasing the old ideals, releasing the old things that you once thought of, and attaining new intellectual pursuits, attaining new thought processes that's going to help us flourish and go throughout our time, right? Having still that little analytical mind. We're still in that like analytical space. We're gonna be in there for like a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks or so. Still having that philosophy. And I just love when like astrology meets cardology meets numerology meets all that. It just gives me like goosebumps because it's like everything is actually just combined, right? Everything's actually just one thing. Being a great problem solver today is essential, because problem solving is essential to moving up to graduation. So that's something that you should really take into mind today. Sometimes you could be a little cynical, a little rigid in your thinking, because you're just trying to like pinpoint where it is you need to go for today. And also this is the feeling, I'm not gonna lie, for the next like 2.5 days. Also, the 9 of clubs for today, the energy for today brings a lot of success and wisdom, right? But that comes through trial and error. right? So that's the whole releasing thing. I release this because I already know what I'm supposed to do. I release these thinking because I already been through the trial and error of everything, and now I'm at a different place in my life where it's like I know better, right? It's like I know better. So that is like the feeling of today. Today's God card is of ancestral money. It's of getting the things that is owed to you from your spirit guides. So that's something that you can really attach to today, speaking to your spirit, speaking to your ancestor day, and getting those things that you need. Today also has a good sense of like corporate structure. So like if you need something from like a corporation, you might get that as well. So that's something that you should just really look out for. Really reaping what you sow financially. You'll see that come out. Whatever you get today is what you deserve, a type of a thing. To be visible today, I would definitely ask questions, just like yesterday. I was telling you to ask questions, be curious, and get the real answers that you need. Ask probing questions to people, and that will get them their ears moving. The air is moving. They're thinking about, okay, and they'll be more in tune to you when you are engaging with them today. Another part of financial security for today is to be someone who has power over the population or the people of the community, having that suave movement, knowing the right things to say, knowing the right things to see, connecting with people will get you where you need to go, reach out and touch kind of thing. Also, being a little flirt, doing a little thing, doing a little playboy, but not too much. But being a little playboy, little playgirl, that would get you a little, flirting a little. Like if you go to Starbucks, flirting a little bit will get you a little extra coffee today. You know what I'm saying? A little extra foam. It is giving that. Also reaching down deep also into your family, your ancestry, thinking about them, having them up in your mind today. The hidden power of the day is also like a wanderer, moving and shaking. Today where I'm at is rainy, so you might not feel like moving. That's kind of like the releasing, but it will do you well today if you move, if you walk, if you drive, if you are have one of those wandering spirits or some like attaining more. And that's in the height of being in the moon of Sagittarius, is the wanderer, is the person that wants more. Sagittarius rules Jupiter, where it's like big energy, more expansive. But sometimes you need to release what you already have so you can gain what you need, right? So it's like an overflowing cup. You know what I'm saying? Just tip it over a little bit so you can get some more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, tip it over a little bit so the new stuff can start coming into, because sometimes it's just like an overflow of things and you just want to tip it a little bit. So since today is the full moon, I just want to go ahead and talk about the different signs real quickly, and how it would affect. So like if you're Aries rising, Aries sun, this is going to be more towards in your 9th house. So you're going to be feeling the energy of that movement. You're going to be feeling it a lot. You're going to be feeling the energy of that movement of, I want to learn more. I want to understand more. It's also like, I don't want to be here. Very restless, very like, I want to do something else. Like, just moving around a lot. So that's like Aries. You're going to be moving and talking and learning. But I want you to release anything that doesn't serve you in a point of learning, in a point of moving and grooving and stuff like that. For Taurus, this is releasing any debt that you might acquire or have. Think about those things. Also releasing any sexual desires that you don't need at this time. Being careful with your sexual desires, be careful with sex and all that stuff. Today is one of those days. Today, getting your businesses in order and releasing any anxiety that you have around finances that may be kind of like holding you back right now, you kind of want to give that a little bit of go. And it also, the sun is in a Taurus rising's second house, so this has to do with money in the bank. But Venus is there, so there are moments to get more money through service, because right now the moon is in your second house. So through service, you can acquire more. But there's things that you have to release. There's things that you have to let go of, Taurus, right? To be able to get the blessings that Venus and Gemini is trying to give you in that second house. And let's go to Gemini. Gemini, this is in your seventh house. So this is removing any relationships or contracts or anything like that, or couplings that do not serve you at this moment. Release these things. Think about how and you're probably thinking about releasing things. You're probably thinking about, like, where can I go to cultivate better friendships, better relationships? You might want to be moving around at this time. I want to move around. What can I do to, like, let go and let God kind of thing, right? And not be bound or stuck into what I'm thinking. Cancer, this is in your sixth house. So you also want to remove or let go of anything that's holding you back, maybe in health wise, you might, or in your job. You might want to move or have a new job, or getting a new job, or moving to a new location in a job, or acquiring new skill sets that can get you the new job that you need. Or thinking about, okay, those things that I had, those skill sets, or those things that I have at the new jobs, or the daily qualities, or my daily routine is not working. What can I do? How can I move it and shift it around so it could be better for me? Especially in your eating habits and stuff like that. What can I do to shift those things around and have those things work for me? It's letting go. Also, the sun is in your 12th house of Cancer, and so is Venus. So there's a lot of letting go. It's kind of like you need to sit down right now, right? A lot of deep thinking, a lot of deep researching, and so there is going to be maybe like you feel lethargic too, like sleeping a lot. So Cancer, those are things that you might want to think about. Leo, this is in your 5th house, so you're letting go of love or romance that you might not need, or maybe like, okay, I might not be moving to this area to see this person, or might not be what this person is teaching me, or what I'm learning from this situation is not great. Maybe this is your kids. Maybe you're deciding to take your kids in a new direction, a new school, or maybe you want to move your kids somewhere else, Leo. Maybe you want to say, like, this is not working for your creative endeavors, Leo. Maybe you're like, okay, maybe I'll be more creative somewhere else. Maybe this place that I am right now served me before, but now creatively I want to go somewhere else. I want to do something else. Or maybe Leo, in your creative endeavors, you are learning new skill sets. You are learning new things, or new things that can move you forward to be more creative, to go on the stage, to do more things. Maybe you are going on the stage somewhere else, far away, you know what I'm saying? Or you're coming back or something, but you're letting go of something that you once thought that you needed in that aspect. And Virgo, you might be letting go of a house, of an apartment, or maybe you're just releasing the thought of you being somewhere before, and now you're somewhere else, you're somewhere different, you're having new thoughts and forming new ideas in a new place, new identities in this new structure. Also in the house that you have or yet you're in right now, you might want to just redecorate, restructure, maybe it being something that's more expansive for you. You might have to commute more to your house, or commute a different way to your house. Maybe it's a longer journey to your house, but it's blessings either way. So just be careful of all those things. But definitely emotional attachments to maybe something else, and then finding out that you need to let those things, emotional attachments, go to where you was, and finding new ways to process where you are in your home, in your life, and in your family structure. Finding new processes and ways. Maybe you're moving to a different place from your family, or you're just doing things differently, and you're just having to cope with that. Virgo. Okay, Libra, this is in your third house. So this is moving, literally moving. Maybe you're in transit a lot today. Maybe you're going to be going from here to there. This could be like maybe just going from different state to state. But you're traveling, you're moving, you're going, and in your neighborhood, you're thinking about new structure. Maybe you're thinking about moving from the neighborhood that you are in. Maybe you're thinking about moving from different friendships that you are in. And what does that mean? What does that mean for you? Maybe you're picking up new habits that you want to pursue, but then you have to release those old thinking, those old habits, those old things that you have or thought in your mind, Libra, that could serve you. Maybe there's going to be new things to serve you within your community, within your travel, and within your learning, right? And also then we have Scorpio. Scorpio, this is going to be in your second house. So this is expansive of your second house, but first there's emotional attachment that you had to something that once was there, and you are moving into a new direction. You're having new ideals about money and finances and what's in your bank account. Maybe new ideas about your parents too. Maybe new ideas about just values and depth in general. What you value today will not be the same as what you valued, Scorpio, before. It's going to be different things. Even what you eat is going to be different. It's going to be expansive. It's going to be new. It's going to be improved. You just thought about a new diet. You just thought about a new thing, and you're like, hey, I want to do that. Especially the same thing for you, Cancer. I'm going to go back to Cancer. You might think of a new diet, an expansive new way that you can eat, or you could do different things with your diet that's going to make you feel good. So go back to Scorpio. Yeah, so you're like, I just want to be new. I want to be brand new. Remember, it's like an overflowing cup. You just push things out a little bit so you can get new things and new ideals and get new resources, Scorpio, new money, new energy in your cup or in your bank, right? And then let's go to Sagittarius. This is going to be in your body, literally. So we're going to let go. So this is a great day for detoxing. Detox, juicing, letting go, and just letting go and letting God. You might feel in your body a big let go. You might feel in your body that things are just changing, but it's like you got to release the waste to get new nourishment in your body. You might feel really restless in your body. You might want to work out a little bit and just move and shake and go. And that's okay. You might want to change some things in your body. But if you're changing anything, I wouldn't add anything. I would just release things. Or maybe like a cutting. Maybe you're cutting your hair today. A new hairstyle, or releasing. Or you're like, oh my God, that dye job was horrible. I'm just going to completely change that and do something else, right? So Sagittarius, this is going to be feeling it bigly huge in your body. And Capricorn, this is a releasing of emotions, of how you feel, of where you want to be and where you want to go. Deep psyche thinking, even to being a little psychic today, releasing old things like, oh, maybe this really is what life is about. Maybe really, you're getting into a cult a lot too. Taurus, also you too. Oh my God, I thought this one thing, but it's not this, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I would say got a lot of sleep to release that. You might feel lethargic today. You might want to just release and just sleep it out and just let things go. Capricorn, you're always on the move. You're always on the go. And even if you do go today, it might be somewhere more relaxing, that can help you a little bit more. And Aquarius, this is you expanding your friendships, releasing old friendships, releasing old thoughts and old things, and moving into new friendships that gonna foster bigger blessings for you. Understanding your communities is growing, maybe getting into a new community, Aquarius, that feels better, and closing the old community that wasn't really serving you anyway. You know what I mean? Having new ideals about this new community, understanding that this new community can help you, but having new ideals and thoughts about your old community and how it probably was holding you back. And it's time to you're grown up, and it's time to think about new things and move into the direction that you want to really go into. So that's a thought. Aquarius and Pisces, letting go of what you once thought was your career, what you want, how you're perceived in the limelight, letting go of that old thoughts and old things, and being expansive in your new thought, letting go, understanding who you are now and who you were before is not the same. You are learning new things that are going to get you where you need to go, and being open to receiving those blessings, but you have to let go of the old thoughts of where you was before, of who you were before. Maybe it's like I was doing this thing in my career, but you know what? It's not serving me. It's not serving me, and I need to move. It could be literally moving jobs, moving careers, or completely shifting your idea of where you want to be in your career, in those structures, and how you are seen in a big way. Just releasing those old things and getting to new, fresh ideas that will help you expand you and expand your career in a big way. Okay, I want to get into today's mantra of the day. I will graduate from my current state and flourish to new heights. Okay, so that's really the theme, and that is what you want to do, especially with the full moon. Graduate to new heights, letting go of old things and graduate to new heights. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. I made it a bit longer because it is the full moon. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day and a beautiful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.